Change doesn't come with the year, it comes with your decisions. The calendar doesn't transform your life, your choices do. You can turn the page to 2026 and still be the same person if you do nothing different. The truth is, the new year doesn't make you new, only commitment does. Too many people wait for the date to inspire them, but waiting never creates momentum. Growth begins the moment you decide that the person you are is no longer enough for the dreams you have. Life responds to decisions backed by discipline. You don't need another resolution, you need a revolution in the way you think, act, and plan. When you say, I'm going to change, the world doesn't move. But when you prove it with action, everything around you begins to shift. The universe respects the person who means business about their own development. Your success is not waiting on luck or timing, it's waiting on you to get serious. Every year gives you 365 opportunities to become more, to read one more book, to make one more connection, to build one more habit that serves your future. But if you keep doing what you did last year, you'll get exactly what you got last year. Don't count the days, make the days count. The smallest consistent improvement can produce the biggest life transformation. A better routine, a stronger mindset, and wiser choices are the real New Year's gifts you give yourself. You see, people often overestimate what they can do in a month, but underestimate what they can do in a year of steady effort. Change doesn't need to be dramatic, it needs to be daily. Read 15 minutes a day, move your body 30 minutes a day. Save 10% of your income every time you get paid. Do these small things long enough, and you'll wake up one morning living the life you once only imagined. Discipline is the master key. Without it, dreams stay dreams. It's not enough to wish for a better 2026, you must work for it. You must rise earlier, think clearer, plan smarter, and guard your focus like it's gold. Because it is. The person who masters consistency will always outrun the one who depends on motivation. Motivation gets you started, but discipline keeps you growing. The power of decision is what separates the successful from the stuck. Every decision carries a consequence. One leads to growth, another to regret. Every day you're deciding to learn or to scroll, to save or to spend, to grow or to coast, and each small decision builds your destiny brick by brick. If you want 2026 to be different, you must start by being different today. Don't wait for the world to give you permission. Decide what kind of person you want to become and start behaving like that person now. Decide that you'll be the one who shows up early, who keeps promises, who finishes strong. Decide that you'll build instead of complain, grow instead of gossip, lead instead of follow. Your decisions determine your direction, and your direction determines your destiny. So don't wait for the new year to change you. Use today to build the habits that will make 2026 your breakthrough year. You don't need a new calendar. You need a new commitment. Because change doesn't come with the year, it comes with your decisions. And when your decisions are strong, your results will follow. Make the choice today to live intentionally, to grow deliberately, and to walk into 2026 not as the same person who started 2025, but as someone wiser, stronger, and unstoppable. Your daily habits are the architects of your destiny. What you do consistently is far more powerful than what you do occasionally. The small actions, the little disciplines, the quiet routines that seem almost insignificant today are the ones designing your future. People often wait for a miracle, a sudden breakthrough, or some external change to transform their lives. But the truth is, transformation begins in the ordinary. How you spend your mornings, how you react to challenges, and how you manage your time when no one is watching. You don't need a new year, you need a new pattern. Every habit either builds you or breaks you. You can't escape the law of cause and effect. If you eat poorly, your health will suffer. If you waste time, your opportunities will shrink. If you avoid reading, your mind will dull. But if you practice discipline, if you feed your mind daily, if you move your body, if you plan your days, life begins to respond differently. The rewards don't come instantly, but they come inevitably. A few minutes of improvement every day compounds into extraordinary results over time. That's the magic of habit. It multiplies effort into excellence. Most people underestimate the power of small, consistent effort because they're impatient. They want results faster than nature allows. But just as a seed doesn't become a tree overnight, success doesn't grow in a single burst of effort. It grows quietly through repetition, consistency, and focus. Winners aren't those who do everything right once. They're the ones who do the right things every day. The difference between the average and the exceptional is not in talent, but in discipline. Ask yourself, what habits are you building right now? Because whether you know it or not, you are always training yourself for something. You're either training yourself for excellence or mediocrity, for growth or stagnation. Every repeated action sets a direction. If you want a better body, a stronger mind, a wealthier life, or deeper peace, build the habits that make those results inevitable. Stop hoping for change. Build it into your routine. When you wake up tomorrow, don't leave the day to chance. Design it. Begin with gratitude. Feed your mind with something valuable. Move your body. Plan your top priorities before the noise of the world enters your space. Eliminate distractions that steal your focus. End the day with reflection. What did you learn? What did you accomplish? And what will you improve tomorrow? A well-lived day is the seed of a well-lived life. Remember, discipline is not punishment, it's training. Every time you keep a promise to yourself, you strengthen your character. Every time you follow through on your goals, you build confidence. You begin to trust yourself, and that self-trust becomes your power. The person who can master small things will soon master great things. Life doesn't reward those who wait, it rewards those who prepare. So, as 2026 approaches, don't focus on what you wish would change. Focus on what you can change, your habits, your attitude, your consistency. If you want a better year, become a better you. The calendar won't do it for you, but your commitment will. Each sunrise gives you a fresh blueprint. Lay one brick of discipline, one brick of focus, one brick of persistence every day, and soon you'll look back and see a masterpiece, your life designed by your own habits. Because in the end, destiny isn't written by chance or circumstance. It's written by your choices, your routines, and your disciplines. You don't become what you wish for, you become what you repeatedly do. So guard your habits, improve them daily, and they will design a future that reflects your best self. Your habits are your builders. Make sure they're constructing something worthy of who you're becoming. The quality of your associations determines the quality of your future. It's one of the greatest truths in personal development. You see, we become the average of the 5 people we spend the most time with, not just in income, but in attitude, effort, habits, and vision. If you spend time with people who complain, you'll find reasons to complain. If you walk with people who dream, plan, and execute, you'll soon begin to think, talk, and act like them. Life has a strange way of pulling you in the direction of your company. That's why the wise are careful with whom they share their time, energy, and mind. Too many people waste their potential because they try to keep peace with those who have no plans to grow. They lower their standards to stay comfortable in average company. But comfort kills ambition. You cannot soar like an eagle while walking with chickens. Every conversation either adds fuel to your fire or water to your flame. You must ask yourself regularly, who am I becoming because of the people around me? Are they pushing me toward excellence or pulling me toward excuses? The right people don't let you stay small. They remind you of the greatness inside you. Now, this doesn't mean you cut off everyone who isn't where you want to be. It means you become intentional. You spend major time with major influences and minor time with minor ones. If someone drains your energy, love them, but limit your exposure. If someone inspires your thinking, learn from them as often as possible. We all have different seasons and stages of growth, and sometimes outgrowing people is simply part of the journey. Growth means separation from what no longer serves your purpose. Jim Rohn used to say, if you want to be rich, study rich people. If you want to be wise, study wise people. That's not about money alone. It's about exposure. Success leaves clues, but you have to be around successful minds to see them. Spend time with people who talk about goals, books, and opportunities, not those who gossip about others or complain about circumstances. Listen to conversations that challenge you to think deeper. Observe how disciplined people live. Notice how they manage time, how they react under pressure, how they keep promises. That's how you learn success, by association. When you elevate your circle, your standards rise automatically. You begin to expect more from yourself. You start to think bigger and act bolder. The conversations shift from why it won't work to how can we make it happen. Suddenly, what used to seem impossible starts to look achievable because you're surrounded by people who believe in possibility. That kind of energy transforms your mindset. It builds confidence, and confidence builds results. But remember, you must also become the kind of person others want to associate with. The goal is not just to find better company, it's to become better company. Bring value, positivity, and integrity into every relationship. Be the encourager, the thinker, the doer. When you live by high standards, people with similar energy will naturally be drawn to you. Your environment shapes your evolution. Every friend, every mentor, every conversation is either planting seeds of growth or sowing weeds of doubt. Before 2026 arrives, make a firm decision to build a circle that reflects your vision. Find people who talk about goals, not gossip. Align with those who have discipline, not just dreams, because your future will not be decided by your intentions alone. It will be built by your associations. Choose wisely who you walk with, who you listen to, and who you learn from. The right company will sharpen your mind, expand your courage, and strengthen your discipline. And when 2026 comes, you'll look back and realize something powerful. It wasn't just what you did that changed your life, it was who you did it with. Self-education is the foundation of all lasting progress. My friend, life doesn't reward what you know once. It rewards what you keep learning. The world is constantly changing. Technologies evolve, markets shift, opportunities appear and disappear. But the one thing that keeps you ready, relevant, and resourceful is your commitment to continual learning. Don't wait for the system to educate you. Take responsibility for your own mind, for your own growth, and for your own destiny. Formal education will get you started, but self-education will keep you growing. School teaches you to pass tests. Life teaches you to solve problems. The classroom gives you theory. Experience gives you wisdom. The difference between success and stagnation is often found in who continues to learn after the diploma is framed. Most people stop learning the moment they leave school, and that's where they make their biggest mistake. They close the book. But life has just opened a new one. You see, everything around you is a lesson waiting to be studied. Every mistake is a teacher. Every conversation is a classroom. Every challenge is a chapter. But it takes awareness to learn. It takes humility to admit you don't know. And it takes hunger to keep searching for the next idea that will make you grow. The moment you stop learning, you stop leading. And the moment you stop leading, you begin to decline. Growth isn't a one-time project, it's a lifelong pursuit. Success responds to the person you become, not just the person you wish to be. So become a student again of your craft, your finances, your health, your relationships. Study yourself as much as you study success. Ask, what do I need to know to become better? And then go learn it. Read the books that challenge your thinking. Listen to mentors who have walked the path. Take notes from every experience life hands you. Because every lesson you master adds to your value, and the marketplace pays for value. One new idea can change your direction. One insight can multiply your results. But to find that idea, you must keep your mind open and active. Don't let your phone teach you more than your books. Don't let entertainment consume the hours meant for improvement. The average person spends more time scrolling than studying, more time reacting than reflecting. Yet every successful person I've met built their future in the quiet hours when no one was watching, reading, listening, planning, practicing. You don't have to study for hours a day to transform your life. Even 15 minutes of focused learning each day compounds into expertise over time. A year from now, you could be a different person simply by dedicating a small slice of your day to personal development. The same way you brush your teeth daily to keep them clean, you must feed your mind daily to keep it sharp. If you neglect your mind, it becomes dull. If you invest in it, it becomes powerful. The best investment you can make is not in property, stocks, or business. It's in yourself. Because when you grow, everything around you grows, your ideas expand, your opportunities multiply, and your results improve. Life doesn't get easier, you get wiser. Wealth doesn't just follow effort, it follows understanding. And understanding only comes through study. So before 2026 arrives, make a promise to yourself to never stop learning. Learn about money so you can control it. Learn about people so you can connect with them. Learn about health so you can protect your energy. Learn about leadership so you can influence with purpose. Learn about yourself so you can live with direction. Keep feeding your mind because it's the soil from which every dream grows. Remember, you can lose money, you can lose possessions, but you can never lose the person you've become through learning. Self-education is not just a habit, it's the foundation of all lasting progress. Health and wealth both require discipline, not luck. Luck might open a door, but discipline decides whether you can stay inside. Many people are waiting for the right opportunity, the right economy, the right break. But the truth is, opportunity has never been the problem. Preparation has. Without the discipline to manage what you already have, more won't help you. It will only reveal your lack of structure. Think about your health. Your body is your greatest investment, the only place you truly live. Yet people trade it for convenience, for comfort, for short-term pleasure. They skip sleep, eat fast, and call it a busy life. But discipline is what says, no, I can't afford that shortcut. It's what gets you to move your body even when the couch looks more inviting. It's what reminds you that how you treat your body is how you treat your future. You can't build a great life with a tired mind and a weak body. Energy is the foundation of achievement. Discipline in health isn't about perfection. It's about consistency. A 20-minute walk daily is better than one big effort once a month. Drinking water instead of soda, sleeping an hour earlier, reading instead of scrolling. These are small decisions that compound over time. Each act of discipline builds inner strength. Each small win creates momentum. And before long, you don't have to force yourself anymore. It becomes who you are. Now think about wealth. Money doesn't respond to desires, it responds to discipline. Earning more doesn't solve money problems. Managing better does. If you can't handle $100 wisely, you won't handle 10,000 any differently. Wealthy people aren't lucky, they're deliberate. They track their spending, they invest in knowledge, they live below their means so they can grow above their limits. Discipline in wealth means saying no to instant gratification. It's choosing long-term security over short-term pleasure. It's saving before you spend, planning before you purchase, learning before you leap. Every dollar you manage with purpose is a seed that grows into freedom. But if you misuse it, you'll spend your life working harder and harder just to stay afloat. The same principle that protects your health protects your wealth structure. Without structure, you drift. With structure, you grow. Discipline is what transforms dreams into direction. It's what keeps your goals alive when motivation fades. Anyone can start with enthusiasm, but only discipline finishes the race. And here's the secret. Discipline isn't punishment, it's training. It's teaching yourself to do what's necessary even when you don't feel like it. When you master discipline, you master freedom. Because freedom is not the absence of rules, it's the ability to live by the right ones. A person who is disciplined in health enjoys energy others envy. A person disciplined in wealth enjoys peace others chase. So before 2026 arrives, make a promise to yourself to take full ownership of your habits. Take care of your body like it's the engine of your dreams. Treat your money like a tool, not a toy. When you learn to respect what you have, life rewards you with more. Remember, luck may visit once, but discipline stays forever. Health built with discipline gives you the energy to pursue wealth. Wealth built with discipline gives you the freedom to enjoy health. Together, they create a life of balance, purpose, and prosperity. And when people call you lucky, you'll smile because you'll know it wasn't luck. It was discipline all along. A calm, focused mind is your greatest asset in chaotic times. When the world grows noisy, most people panic, react, and lose their balance. But the wise understand something different. They know that in storms, the strongest advantage is not speed or strength, but stillness. Because when your mind is calm, your decisions are clear, your energy is steady, and your direction is firm. The chaos outside can never control the calm inside unless you allow it. Success, peace, and power all start from that inner discipline of the mind. If you want to become unstoppable before 2026, you must first master your state of mind. Every day, the world will test your patience, your focus, and your faith. News, noise, pressure, and opinions will fight for your attention. But remember, attention is life's currency. Whatever you focus on expands. Focus on problems and you'll feel trapped. Focus on progress and you'll find solutions. The calm mind knows how to separate what matters from what merely distracts. It doesn't waste time reacting to everything. It saves its energy for what truly moves life forward. That's why discipline isn't just about your habits, it's about your thoughts. You must train your thinking as an athlete trains his body. Learn to observe your emotions without being ruled by them. Anger, fear, frustration, they're all natural, but they must remain your servants, never your masters. Most people let emotion drive the car and then wonder why they crash. The calm person keeps emotion in the passenger seat and reason behind the wheel. Calm doesn't mean you don't care. It means you're strong enough to care wisely. You know when to act and when to wait. You know that patience isn't weakness, it's power under control. In a noisy world, patience becomes your secret weapon. The one who stays calm under pressure is the one others follow when everyone else loses their head. Leadership is not loud, it is steady. Now, you might ask, how do you build such a calm mind? You build it daily through quiet reflection, reading, journaling, and planning. Spend time each morning in silence before the world begins. Ask yourself, what really matters today? What can I control? What must I let go of? Those questions turn confusion into clarity. When your priorities are clear, distractions lose their power. Guard your mind as carefully as you guard your money. Be selective about what you watch, what you read, and who you listen to. Information shapes emotion, and emotion shapes decisions. Feed your mind with negativity and you'll feel weak. Feed it with wisdom and you'll feel strong. You can't have a positive life with a polluted mind. And remember, chaos is not your enemy, it's your classroom. It reveals how much control you truly have over yourself. When everything is easy, anyone can seem confident. But when things get uncertain, that's when true strength shows. The calm mind doesn't run from challenges, it uses them as practice. Every difficulty is a test of your discipline. Every delay is a lesson in patience. So before 2026 arrives, make it your mission to train your inner world. Improve your focus, your gratitude, and your perspective. When others complain about the noise, you'll quietly build in silence. While they chase distractions, you'll stay centered on purpose. And when the storm passes, as all storms do, you'll be standing taller, wiser, and stronger than before. Because while others lost control, you learned mastery. A calm, focused mind doesn't just survive chaos, it shapes it into opportunity. And that, my friend, is how you rise above the noise and lead your life with purpose, power, and peace.